Okay, so here's the deal. Google Pixel 4a is Google's cheapest offer for a smartphone, which is $350, and this phone, I think this is one of the best phones that you can buy in 2020. This phone is packed with feature and provides such an awesome camera performance. But a couple weeks later, Google also announced Pixel 5, which is their, newest flagship model that Google provided in 2020, and that thing costs almost twice of Pixel 4a. It really depends on the country and stuff, but it's still it still costs pretty expensive for mid-ship chipset. So the ultimate question is, which phone is actually better, or what can I say, which phone is actually suited for you? So in this video, let's figure it out. Alright, so let's start with the battery first. Pixel 4a has 3140 mAh and Pixel 5 have 4080 mAh. Once you just look at the numbers, you know that Pixel 5 have more battery, but I would say Pixel 4a and Pixel 5 is a really good battle when it comes to battery life. You can probably hit 6 or 7 hours of screen on time easily, and when it comes to Pixel 5, man, that smartphone have long ass battery life, like super long. If you're just a casual smartphone users, you don't really take videos or you don't really play games, I think Pixel 5 you can hold up to like 2 days of battery life easily, which is pretty crazy. Also, my friend Khan, he been using the Pixel 4a every single day for 3 months straight, and that is his main device, and he did not experience any type of battery degradation. How about your 4a battery? How about the battery degradation? The battery
Not bad at all, but you have to charge your power once a day.
Once a day. So you can charge it. So if you charge it overnight, or if you just like fast charging in the morning, you can use it for all day.
Yeah.
Easily, right? He doesn't play a lot of game. What's your battery percentage end of the day?
20 or 30.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a full day of usage, right? And you use smartphone a lot though.
Right.
You just don't play a game, but you use it a lot though. You use it a lot.
Instagram or YouTube or something.
Okay, yeah. So that's his daily and totally fine. Full day. Okay.
Fine.
Also, both of these devices have 18-watt fast charging including in the box, so even when you have low battery, you can charge up to 50% in 30 minutes, so that's a good bonus. Okay, so I think a lot of people are curious about the performance between Snapdragon 730G on Pixel 4a and Snapdragon 765G on Pixel 5. According to Geekbench 5, these two CPUs are performing pretty similar. I mean, it's not that different. I was pretty surprised. But in my personal experience, you will see some noticeable difference when you're doing some heavier tasks such as photo processing and gaming. Especially when you're shooting a night photo with your Pixel 4a, it might take longer processing time than Pixel 5. But I'll still say that both Pixel 4a and Pixel 5, they perform everyday tasks very smoothly and everything running pretty good actually. The next thing I want to talk about is the heating issue. In the 4a video, I talk about the heating issue about the 4a, but it doesn't affect the actual the phone at all. It doesn't affect anything of the smartphone. It just get kind of warm, right? So how about when you're charging the phone? Does it get hot?
Yeah, I get hot.
So when he's using the 18-watt fast charging, it gets hot, but it doesn't affect the phone at all, right? It's totally fine. And the thing with the 5, it doesn't get hot at all. That's one of the crazy thing about the 5. I don't know because of the SoC or the RAM or anything, but it doesn't get hot at all, and I think this is one of the impressive thing about the 5. Okay, so the biggest strength about Pixel devices is the camera. The photography capability in these freaking phones are just amazing. To be honest, I like it way better than iPhone photos, but when it comes to video, iPhone is better. But still, the Pixel photo is just top notch in my opinion. The crispy, saturated, punchy looking photo with awesome detail in it, I think Pixel's photo is just unbeatable. Pixel 4a and Pixel 5, they both have a wide camera and they both have a same 12 megapixel sensor in it, which they've been using since Pixel 3, but Pixel 5 have ultra wide camera, which is such a nice feature to have, and the night photography on this ultra wide is just super crispy and I freaking love it. Also, they both have same 8 megapixel selfie camera, so if you curious about the selfie camera game about the Pixel 4a versus Pixel 5, don't worry about it. If you shoot a lot of videos, I'll say go for Pixel 5. The Pixel 5's video HDR capability is way better than Pixel 4a's. The Pixel 5 video actually looks way more high spec than Pixel 4a's video, and the stabilization on Pixel 5 is just crazy. It looks like you put it on a stabilizer or something from Osmo, and it's just super smooth. And another awesome advance about Pixel 5 when it comes to video capability is the ultra wide camera. The ultra wide video on the Pixel 5 looks so cool. The stabilization is awesome, it's really smooth, and even you only can shoot up to 4K 30 frames per second, it looks pretty cool. And for me, just being able to shoot ultra wide angle video on Pixel just makes this phone way better in my opinion, because I love shooting videos. If you're just gonna post video on IGTV or Snapchat, I'll say just go for Pixel 4a. If you're not just serious about videos, Pixel 4a's video capability is pretty damn good. Before we did some photo comparison, we thought the Pixel 4a and Pixel 5 will perform the same camera photo capability because, you know, Google didn't really announce the newest HDR on Pixel 5 when it comes to photos, so we thought that everything will be same with the photos. But it was a little bit different.
The HDR on 5 is better, yeah. I thought they were exactly the same, but it's not. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And the processing of like the photo, since 5 is 765G, it's faster than 4A, right? And I thought that was pretty cool too, you know? It does affect the portrait mode too. When we shot the portrait, the 5 actually like lights up the face better than 4A, which was kind of surprising. So if you guys think the 4A and 5's cameras are same, actually it's not. I mean, the quality is the same. Same sensor, same pixel density, everything, but HDR on 5 is just a little bit better.
And both of these cameras, nighttime photography is just awesome. That's like one of the big advantage about Pixel phones, and their low light capability when it comes to photography is just top notch. It's just uncomparable compared to other phones. All right, let's talk about the actual physical hardware difference between Pixel 4a and Pixel 5. Okay, so the Pixel 4a have fully polycarbonate plastic unibody, and Pixel 5 have aluminum unibody with the plastic coating. I won't really talk about super in-depth about these hardware, so if you guys want to check the video out, I will have the video like link in the description and stuff. But from my perspective, I do like Pixel 5 bodies better than Pixel 4a. So the funny thing about Pixel 4a is that once you get the Pixel 4a, once you first unbox it, it looks so cool with the matte finish plastic unibody, and it doesn't feel cheap at all. But my friend Khan, he been using for every single day for 3 months, and the Pixel 4a's side is actually wearing out really bad. It looks really shiny, and the whole matte finish is just gone on the side of Pixel 4a, and we were like, bro, this is not a matte finish at all, and it looks shiny AF. So if you're that type of person who doesn't really use cases for your smartphone, which is, you know, kind of psychopath, but the Pixel 4a will wear out if you use it every single day, and the matte finish will probably be gone after you use it for a couple months. For someone who doesn't really have a big old hand, I think Pixel 4a and Pixel 5 is such a good size. It's not too big, it's not too small. The Pixel 4a have 5.8-inch display with same body size with the Pixel 5, and Pixel 5 has 6-inch display with the same size as Pixel 4a. But for the physical appearance of Pixel 5, the whole smooth aluminum unibody with the in-display speaker and stuff, the Pixel 5 actually feels way expensive than Pixel 4a. It feels like super like precious device. I could not believe how precious that thing feels. Speaking of display, Pixel 4a and Pixel 5 have very similar spec when it comes to display, but Pixel 5 have 90Hz and HDR10 plus, and Pixel 4a is just HDR with 60Hz, but it's still not bad at all. For 350 bucks, Pixel 4a's display is really beautiful. Also, the Pixel 4a have a little bit bigger punch hole than Pixel 5, but the difference is so slight that you can't really, you know, tell the difference. Also, if you're not really a gamer or you don't really care about the 90Hz, I think 90Hz is alright. It's cool to have, but I mean, for daily usage, I don't really care about the 90Hz.
So hard. I mean, I can play, if I can play Call of Duty on 90Hz, that's totally fine. I like it. I like it. It's like playing actual video game. But like 60Hz is totally fine, and for 350 bucks, 60Hz is, you know, it's basic. So
Yeah,
like
okay.
that's totally fine. You don't have any issue, right? You're totally fine with 60Hz, right? Yeah, but I will say the 90Hz is nice to have, you know? It's just nice to have. And it's adaptive 90Hz. So it does switch. Yeah, so it does save a lot of battery life.
Okay, I'm just like rambling between the Pixel 4a and Pixel 5, so let me get straight and let's list the pros and cons about Pixel 4a and Pixel 5. Okay, so the pros about Pixel 5 is the longer battery life, better hardware design, ultra wide camera, 5G support, 90Hz display, wireless charging and reverse wireless charging, and faster processor and official IP68 water resistancy. And the pros about Pixel 4a is cheaper price, plastic body, which is 3 grams lighter than Pixel 5, which is kind of, you know, Pixel 5 is pretty light. But anyway, plastic body and headphone jack. Okay, so my final thoughts about these devices. Even though I freaking love my Pixel 5, the hardware, to the camera, to the ultra wide camera, to the reverse wireless charging, everything about Pixel 5 is just so awesome for me. Even though it's Snapdragon 765G, the phone performs really well, and I have no complaints about this phone. But as you know, for someone who looking for everyday using phone or like just everyday casual phone that does the job done, and you can also play like casual gaming and take some good photos, I think Pixel 4a is just a deal. It's just a steal deal. The $350 price tag is so right for the Pixel 4a, and I think for someone who just want to use smartphone casually in general, I think everyone should have Pixel 4a. I mean, but yeah, the ultimate answer between Pixel 4a and Pixel 5 is gonna be the Pixel 4a 5G, but that thing is gonna be on the other video if I can get one. I mean, that thing is sold out in Japan, so it's kind of hard for me to get one, but that phone is really good. Anyway guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys want to see my full review about the Pixel 4a, I'll leave it right here, and if you guys want to see the full review about Pixel 5, I will leave it right here. Anyway guys, I'll see you guys next time. My name is Peace Gates, and you guys already know. Peace out guys.